Hi, friends. Sorry, I'm just a few minutes late. Got distracted by some fun things in my craft room, and I was like, holy moly, it's 8 o'clock. So hello, everyone. This is Jennifer with One Crafty Sister for Tuesday Night Live. So, as you drop on or hop on, make sure you drop a comment to let me know where you're tuning in from tonight. I love to see where you're tuning in from tonight. If you're new to my page or my channel or me, I live in Gainesville, Florida, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I love to bring fun projects to you every Tuesday night. Projects that you can take and replicate in your own craft room. So I love to have cards that are easy to duplicate, that are fun, that you'll be proud to send. Sometimes they're technical and other times they're not. I like a little bit of a mix of all the things. I like sweet and simple, and I also like lots of detail. So that's just a little bit about me. And so thank you for joining me tonight. It is Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Are you guys ready for Thanksgiving? I know I'm ready for some yummy food on Tuesday, and I'm looking forward to just having a few days off of work. I would love to only do Stampin' Up! Full time, but unfortunately, I have this thing called a job, and I have to go to the hospital tomorrow and work for the day, but then I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So I'll be looking forward to doing some things around the house, doing some crafting, getting some Christmas shopping done. How about you? Do you plan on doing some Christmas shopping, some Black Friday shopping, Cyber Monday? Maybe you do. I will be sending out. Hello, Karen and Carol. I will be sending out a special tomorrow to my email subscribers. So you'll want to make sure that you are on my email list. And it is going to be the One Crafty Sister Christmas wish list. So plan to look for that. Plan to see some specials that are just available through November 30th, which is Sunday. And so, yeah, so I'm excited to share those fun specials with you guys tomorrow. So make sure that you're on my email list. Okay, so did anyone see this week that I shared a new sketch challenge on my Facebook page? And I also shared it in email. So I sent it out to my email subscribers and on Instagram. So you might have seen it in a few different places. The sketch challenge had a really cute otter card. I don't know if you've seen the little otters that we have in our online exclusives. So cute. And it was a fun layout, a sketch that I want to share with you guys tonight. So if you haven't seen the sketch, just when you're done, click through back on my page and you'll see that sketch challenge. But I'll also be sending it out oh, Karen, I will be decorating for Christmas this weekend too. So have fun with that. We should share some pictures of all of our fun Christmas trees and stuff this weekend, or whatever we're decorating. Maybe you're getting ready for Hanukkah this year, and so maybe you are getting ready for any holiday. We'll be putting up a Christmas tree, but I'd love to know what goes up in your house for the holidays. But anyway, this sketch challenge, I posted the sketch and I sent out some information about it, and I would love to see you take the sketch and make your own cards. So I'm going to make some cards tonight using the sketch, and then I hope that you will take your own products at home, your own paper, your own stamps and dies, and make a card using the sketch, and then share it on social media or post it in a comment to the post on my One Crafty Sister business page. So if you're watching on YouTube, you got to hop over to my business page on Facebook. I have the post pinned to the top so you can see it. And you can take a picture and share the photo of your project there underneath that post. Or if you have your own social media, maybe you have a crafty page that you post already, you can post a picture of your project and use the hashtag sketch OCS November 24. Now, I should have wrote that so that you could see it here, but I'm gonna put it in the comments. So hashtag sketch OCS NOV24 for November 24. And so I put that in the comments. And the reason why you want to use that is because at the end of November or at the beginning of December, I am going to find everyone that shared their creation and I'm going to put you in a drawing and I'm going to send you a really cool prize in the mail. So now you have to be in the United States to participate in my prize giveaway for what I'm going to mail to you. But if you are international and you want to take part in this sketch challenge, I'd love for you to still take part in the sketch. And if you're international and your name is drawn, I will send you a free tutorial. I can't send you a product in the mail like I can in the US, but I can give you a free tutorial and I will give you a class tutorial that has at least 4 projects. So as a thank you for taking part in that, if you are the name that's chosen. So I'd love to see how many of you will take part in my sketch challenge. I'd love to see what you make, and I'll be having a new sketch every month. So the December one will be posted at the beginning of December, as well as I'll announce who won the November challenge. So let's have fun and make some cards. Let me turn the camera down and I'm going to show you the first card that I made, and then the other ones I haven't actually made. I've just cut paper and I have supplies out, so you'll get to see as those cards come to life. Okay, now don't forget, if you're watching on Facebook, to make sure that you like my page and subscribe for notifications so that you know when I'm going live. And as well, if you're watching live on YouTube, because I'm streaming in both places right now, you're going to want to make sure you click the follow button and click that little bell so you get notifications when I go live. Oh, one last thing before I turn the camera down. You can get all the supplies to make tonight's card as a thank you gift from me in the mail. When you place an online order between now and Monday the 1st using this host code over here, when you use that host code to place the order, then I will send you a packet with all the prepped and die cut pieces, the paper cut. So all you have to do is stamp and assemble and maybe add some bling if you need it. So are you ready to see what cards we're gonna make? Let's flip the camera down. Well, this is the first card I made with the sketch. Okay, so I love the Reindeer Fun Bundle. So here is the stamp set and the dies. And, you know, we're getting close to being done with Christmas cards, I know, but I still am having fun with Christmas cards. My team Christmas party is this Sunday, so I'm kind of in Christmas fun times, doing fun Christmas things. And Christmas isn't here yet, and you may not have sent out your Christmas cards. I'll be sending mine out next week. So I'm still trying to gather ideas of fun projects and Christmas cards, and you might be too. So this is, I basically took the sketch exactly as it was designed, and I took different product and made the card. So I am using the Reindeer Days Designer Series paper as well as the Reindeer Fun Bundle and these cute reindeer dies. I actually had not cut these and used these myself yet, which I'm like, why not? They're like the cutest thing, right? So let's start with this card, and I have a fun technique to show you that I learned from one of my scrapbooking friends, and I just think it looks really cool. I don't know if you can see here, but this border here, there's a little slight border on that piece of white, and then as well on the inside of my card, a little slight border, and I'm going to show you how to do that with something that you already have. You don't even have to buy it, which is awesome. Okay, let's see. So I do want to know, I had a couple people tell me that my sound wasn't very good last week. So let me know. I shifted some things around. Let me know if the sound is good while I'm crafting. If there's ever a point where you say, I can't hear her very well, just let me know, because I don't always watch my videos back, but if you tell me something like that, then I can check on it. So let me know. Okay, so I have, and this is kind of how you'll receive stuff when it comes from me. I put everything together so it's nice and organized, and if there are little tiny bits, they're going to go in a little bag or something like this so that we can not lose any of them, right? Because we don't want you to lose all your cute pieces while they're in transit to your house. So let me drop those out, and then I've got my paper pieces here. I'm using just the Real Red ink. And I don't know if you guys remember last week when I was talking about using this Merry Christmas stamp, because I used it, I think it was last week in my live as well, because I've been using this reindeer fun a lot because I love it. If you don't have it, you should get it. But this Merry Christmas is a long, skinny sentiment. And sometimes I like a stacked sentiment, not a line. And remember I said that you can cut it. Look what I did. I cut my sentiment in half. Now, this does not hurt the stamp or keep you from getting it this way. It just gives you more options. So if you want it the way that it is on there, you just line the stamps up and put them on your block. Well, I need a bigger block for that. And it is exactly how it is there. But I wanted it stacked. So I took and cut it in half just using my snips, laid it on my table, picked up the stamps together. And I know what it was I was showing you guys because I used the Memories and More, and it had this exact font in one of the stickers. And if you purchased last week and I sent you the kit, I said I wouldn't be able to send you stickers because I don't get enough in the kit to give you that. But you can use this stamp, and if you wanted it the same way, all you have to do is cut it in half. And I did it. And we're going to use it that way. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of stamping, because there's just a little bit. We're going to stamp on this piece and then also stamp a sentiment here, which is the "May all your days be full of cheer." Have you ever cut your stamps up to get it the way that you wanted? Drop a comment and let me know if you have done that or if you're too scared. I get it. It's scary. All right, so there's that stamp. And then I'm going to stamp this sentiment here. Let's clean that off real quick. My chamois case, I set it down in an ink pad last week, so you can see I did this on an ink pad and it got ink all over it, so it is a mess. I should probably take that sticker off now that it looks so lovely. Okay, so there is our stamping, and before we put the ink up, we are going to do one more thing with our ink. Let me just get these stamps off the block so I can use these blocks in a little bit. So let's see. Glenda says she's cut a few, but it scares her when she does it. I get it. It does scare me too. Juanita says she hated it every time. And Karen says she's done it a few times and has no trauma from it. So that's great, Karen. We don't need to have trauma. Okay, so now we have 3 pieces of white cardstock that we're using. And sometimes you want just the tiniest edge. The tiniest edge that is a contrast. But you don't want to have another piece of cardstock. So what I did, and what I'm going to show you, is how to get an edge by using your ink pad. So I'm just going to take my ink, my paper, and I am just tapping it and kind of squishing down just a tiny, not a whole lot, to get a little border. on my paper. Can you see that little border? It's going to show up better when I get all the pieces together. And I'm going to do it with all my pieces here. You don't want to drag it. You want to tap it. And you want to kind of keep it as straight as possible. So you don't want uneven pressure. Like you don't want to jab it down in one side and not in the other. Because the more uneven the pressure is, you might get uneven lines around the edge. Okay. So this just gives you a really cool way to set off the edges of your paper. And we all have ink pads, right? Because we're stampers. And I thought, what a cool way to really set off the edge of our white cardstock without adding a whole nother layer of cardstock. Okay, I think that looks good. So you can see, I mean, I'm looking on camera and it looks like you can see that line around the edge of my paper. It's so cool and so easy to do. Okay, so now we're going to assemble some pieces. So I have a crumb cake card base. This is from the Reindeer Days Designer Series paper. So we're going to add this one to our card base. And when I send out the email tomorrow, you'll get a tutorial with pictures of all these cards. Oops, let me flip this over. Let's see, so we got that piece. I love this plaid paper. This piece is actually a mat for our holly here. Carol says that, oh, Candy hasn't been brave. Oh, Candy, be brave. Carol says that a marker works for this technique too. Yes, a marker does, but I find when I use a marker, I don't get a consistent, like I tend to like maybe get it darker in some places than others, and I feel like with the ink pad, I can control it a little bit better, if that makes sense. But maybe you have better control than me. Okay, so we've got this piece and I am going to add this to the card at an angle, and I am following the sketch exactly. And I will post the sketch in the comments or in this post after my video. I should have shared it with you guys, had it accessible. I don't think I can pull it up here. Let me just see. I don't know if I have it here on my computer. Yeah, I think it's on my phone and not my computer. So I was looking to see if I could grab it. I don't see it there. So anyway, okay, so we've got that. Now we have our sentiment, Merry Christmas, and I'm going to add this with dimensionals. Has the sound been okay tonight, guys? I am looking for Black Friday specials to get a microphone. I used to have a microphone, but it didn't work right. It was gifted to me and it didn't really work, so I got rid of it. And I thought that would be a good thing to get for Black Friday if I find a good deal. Okay, so I'm adding this to the inside of my card, and I just like how that little line sets off my white cardstock. I just think it looks really cool. All right, now we have all these pieces for this fun little reindeer, and we even have a Rudolph's red nose. I don't know if you noticed my shirt tonight, but I wore a Rudolph shirt just for you. Just for you. Okay, so I'm going to take and just add a little bit of glue. And start with this piece here. So these three just get layered one on top of the other. These little deer are so cute, and the dies make it so easy to layer. And you can do different colors, like I've seen them done with white here instead of crumb cake, with different colors. You can make your deer any color you want. There are different variations of deer color across the world. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to put just a little dab of glue there and pick up that little nose with my take your pick tool. Okay. And I'm going to use a little bit of Wink of Stella on the nose to give him a sparkly Rudolph nose. Because why not? Because we can put Wink of Stella on whatever we want. We have that control. Let's see. Okay, so now this little wreath actually goes kind of behind the head of the deer like this. So I'm going to use a glue dot. Oh, I'm at the end of my glue dots. Yikes. Like really at the end. Like all gone. All right, so I'm going to secure that there with a glue dot. I'm going to just put a little bit of glue down here since I just exhausted that glue dot roll, and I don't think I have any more in here. But I'm going to also use some dimensionals on here so I can take and secure one a couple different places. Let's take and cut one in half. It always cracks me up when I'm filming on Tuesday nights and my watch buzzes or vibrates and tells me that it's my bedtime reminder. And I'm like, Tuesday nights, Jennifer does not go to bed early. Tuesday nights, between going live and then typing up a tutorial and getting email ready. Now I'm going to add this little bow that also comes in the Reindeer Fun bundle. Oops, right there. Hold that down. And there is that cute reindeer card. What do you think? I just love how that red on the edge of the paper makes it pop. I almost wish I had done it around the edge of my designer series paper, so I'm going to be using that technique more often just because I think it's so cool. Okay, so there is card number 1, following the sketch pretty much to a T. Card number 2 is also going to follow it pretty much to the T. I think. So I'm going to be using some of this new online exclusive bundle, the Hearts of Elegance. Have you seen this yet? Not only is it a fun stamp set, okay, but it has really fun dies. So it has these great heart dies. Look at this big one. and this one with the fun dots. Now, these are not just for Valentine's Day. I mean, hearts are great for any reason to use. Like, I love hearts and to get things that are heartsy cutesy. So we're going to use this today, and then we're also going to use some of this gorgeous paper. Let me show you this gorgeous paper. So this is, I have to pull this out to see, because I don't remember the name. The Marbled Elegance. So this is called Marbled Elegance Specialty Designer Series paper. And this again is online exclusive. So you're not going to see it in the catalog. It's only going to be in the online store. And it has combinations of pinks and reds and golds and these beautiful marbled pieces. And look at that fun foiling. So I'm just going to show you some of the pieces here that are so fun. That does have hearts on it, super cute. But these foil pieces are just really like drop dead gorgeous. You've got maybe some flirty flamingo in here, some speckled pieces. That's pretty. I showed you that one. Some stripes. I always love stripes. I think these are the same, just the other side. So very, very pretty paper. So we are going to use some on this card, and we're going to kind of follow the sketch because I just want to show you how easy it is to make different cards using a sketch. So I've got some pieces here, and we are going to adhere this. Oh, did I want to do this one? I can't remember. I'm using the same, oh yeah, I want to do that one there because I'm using the same piece, but I want to do this one here. Okay, so I'm going to take, and it's hard to put these beautiful patterns to cover them up, but you know, there's more paper where it came from. You can just buy another pack, make the pretty cards. Okay, now I'm going to take and adhere this piece onto a piece of gold foil. Okay, that's that. I have one of those beautiful dies cut out of the gold foil. Look how pretty that is with all the detail. I just love that. And this is the strip that we used as the sentiment here. I am going to heat emboss our sentiment here. So I'm going to use Sending Lots of Love. So see, it doesn't have to be a Valentine's card to send hearts, right? Does not have to be. Oh, I just threw a block down. I'm glad it didn't hit my toes. That would have hurt. All right, so I've got my Versamark. You can also, like I'm using gold, but this Melon Mambo would be perfect for this. Let's get my Stampin' Mat out again. I'm going to take my embossing buddy and just go over that real good. And stamp with this. Sending Lots of Love. Okay, I've got my Wow embossing powder here, the gold. This is such a bright and pretty gold. Oh, I love these fonts too. Look at that. It's already pretty before I've even heat embossed it. Okay, I'm going to heat emboss it off camera so that it's not too loud. Oh, it's gonna be pretty. Look at that pretty detail. Love it, love it. Okay. I feel like I should have stamped it just a little more to the left. Okay, I'm gonna stamp it on the back because there's two sides of every piece, and you know, like that happens sometimes, right? My heart is wide. My heart is big. My heart is big and it doesn't fit. Let's do this again on the other side, just stamping it a little closer. Okay, try this one more time. All right. Now let's go ahead and adhere this piece down. Now, if you wanted to, let me just give you a couple little tips here that you could do. So maybe you wanted a piece of gold matting out here. So if you took a full-size piece of gold and cut the center out to get this mat, and then cut this out of the center, you could get all those pretty pieces out of one piece of paper. So that would be a really wise use of your specialty papers like your gold foil, and give you the opportunity to tie in that gold in multiple places, even more than I did, because it would be really pretty with a gold border here. But that's the fun thing about a sketch. You can take it and use it as an example, and then kind of tweak it and say, you know, I like this part of it. And I know the picture doesn't show an extra border along there, but I can add an extra border along there. I can do that. Or you're going to see on my next card, my thought was, I don't want a border there. I just want this pretty paper. Okay. I'm not sticking it down just yet because I have like a thought that I want some ribbon on here. So I'm going down to my ribbon drawer and I'm looking for gold. I know I have somewhere some gold. So we have this gold and silver trim. It comes in a 2-pack, so you get both the gold and the silver. Okay, but we're just going to use the gold. I think I just want a bow on here. So I'm just going to tie a bow. With this gold trim. Add to my card. Let's see, I have over here, I'm looking for something in my stash over here. Do I have it? Do I not? I'm checking a couple different places. Checking a couple different places. Please hold. I'm looking for, yes, this is what I was looking for. Some kit glue dots because I ran out of glue dots. All right, because I'm going to need to put this bow on a glue dot. And this is kind of a big glue dot, but I will simply put it on my finger and roll it up to put on the back of there. Okay. So let's go ahead and add this down. So this is still just following the same simple card sketch, but it's just got a little bit more fancy to it because we use some specialty gold foiled paper. Pop this up on dimensionals as well. And then I think this one is going to need some gold bling. I think so. I don't really know where I want this yet. I said I wanted a heart, but I'm not feeling it. All right, I'm looking through my bling for some pretty gold. Oh, well, why don't we use these beautiful adhesive back heart sequins that are also part of this beautiful suite, because look how cute they are. Can you see those? Here, let me put it here so you can see. Oh, we need it against something white, not dark. There we go. See how cute those are? Little gold sequins. Let's see. I'm going to use some of these little ones and just kind of sprinkle some around the card. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. So many cute places you could put these. Put it there. It's too long for where I want to put it. Because I want it like right there. All right, let's do this right here. Adding another glue dot. Just right there. Trim those ends off since I made it a little smaller. There we go. I just felt like it needed a little bow. Sending lots of love. And then I have a piece of paper for the inside to add for writing. And I have a couple pieces. I wasn't sure what I wanted to use. So I had a couple pieces of scrap gold strips of gold foil. I think it needs just a little small. So let's see. My card is kind of heavy weighted to the right. So I'm going to put this to the left on the inside. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to this. And it's sticking off the end a little, but don't worry, I'm going to trim that off with my snips. And then in here, there's an XOXO, and I just think that's adorable. So I'm going to take that little XOXO And I think this is an Ellen Mambo that's in here, yeah. Add some little XO. Just kind of go all over with my XOXO. And then I'm going to take another one of these cute hearts, one of the bigger ones. Stick it right there. Those hearts are so cute. As you could see, my package was brand new. I hadn't even used them yet. So just for you. There we go. Our little Karen, this DSP is beautiful. Oh, and Karen was suggesting that you could tap the edges of the paper with Versamark and heat emboss it for that same effect as we did. So there is sending lots of love. So here's version 1, version 2. All right, now let's do version 3. We are going to make one more card, and I am using some more of that beautiful paper, but I am using this pattern with these beautiful flowers, and I am going to add it to the front of this card. But let me show you what we're using. Oh, even before I do this, hold on just a second. I wanted to show you one other thing unrelated to these cards tonight, but just to let you know. These are the cards from Card Club that we just had this last weekend, and I managed to miscount, and I have 2 extra kits. So if you love these cards and think you might want to make them, I have 2 kits. They are $42, and that includes shipping, and you get a half pack of this beautiful Regal paper, as well as all of the Regal distressed paper that you'll use on these projects, ribbon. You're also going to get a whole pack of bling. So these are the beautiful cards that we made using this Season of Peace. Is that what it's called? Peaceful Seasons stamp set. Okay. So these are those cards, and I just wanted to show you. You will need the bundle to be able to cut some of the things. And then this, look at this really amazing sliding pop-up card. Look at that. So these are the 4 cards, and you'll get the supplies to make 8. So 2 of each, and I have just 2 kits. So if that is something that you would like, just let me know by sending me a message, and I can send you a PayPal invoice. And I have it all ready to ship out to you right now. So it would go out because I miscounted. Okay. So we are using, that was Card Club last month. This month, we're using Cake Celebrations, which for December, because Card Club is after Christmas. We're going to be well done with Christmas, and we want to get started on non-Christmas stuff, right? Hold on just a second. I didn't have the dies here, so I need to show you. Not only is this an adorable cake set, stamp set, but there are really awesome dies, and we're going to learn some fun things to do with them. But there's a cake stand, there's cake layers, this adorable little banner, like a little bunting banner. These are cake layers as well. So really cool little bundle, and it's a really good value. I think it's under $40. I think it's like $37.75. So great bundle. And this is what we'll be using next month for Card Club. So if you're interested in that, the Card Club invitation will go out at the 1st of the month, and you have 10 days to sign up for Card Club. So you'll just want to make sure that you are on my email list, so that you can get that invitation. And you have the option to either do it in person or to have the kit shipped to you. Now the kit, when you sign up at the beginning of the month, the kit doesn't go out till later in the month. So the way I ship my kits is whenever my class is, my kit ships the week after. Oh, my paper is slightly shorter than my card base. I'm gonna have to trim that. I'm gonna have to trim that off. So on my card, I didn't want that border. Remember how I said when you use a sketch, you can do it however you want. And I was like, you know what? I don't want the border. Okay. I'm afraid. I hate cutting a sliver off. Oh, but it worked pretty good. It worked pretty good. Let me get that piece of paper out of there. Okay. It was just slightly too short for my card base. So now I have this pretty pattern on here. I love this. Doing something slightly different. I do have a piece of paper here, which I might cut down a little bit. I have a couple pieces of embossed cardstock that I used in the layered florals 3D to do this with, because I just liked these pretty florals, so I'm not exactly sure. So I'm just kind of adding a little bit to the sketch. I have a piece of colored cardstock that's going to be for the sentiment. And we're going to stamp some cake pieces. So let me see here. I need to pull out some of these stamps. I need my stamping mat again because I'm using all these photopolymer stamps. We might end up trimming this down after I stamp on it, but I just want to look at something really quick. So if you can hear me typing, I'm typing on my computer. Yeah, the Cake Celebrations is $37.75. I just wanted to make sure that I was right there. I think I have the wrong color. So I am going to stamp kind of what looks like a gold cake base. But I'm using wild wheat. And then I'm gonna stamp, let's see, I just want to take this off. Some cake layers. Let's see. I'm gonna stamp this with some pretty pink. Oh, this ink seems kind of wet feeling. Let me just pull a piece of cardstock out, and before I stamp it on here, just see how okay. We're gonna see. It seems a little bubbly. I must not have used it enough. I'm actually going to stamp off and use the lighter variation of it. Sometimes you just have to work through these things. It's going to be really light, but you're still able to see that there is a cake piece there. A dainty cake piece. I'm going to take and do the same with the smaller piece. I'll just test that out here too. There's a hair on there. We do not need a hair on our cake in person or on our card. Okay, so there are 2 light layers of cakes, and we're going to add some detail to it with this little icing swoosh. This time we're going to add it with, let's see, do we want it full strength? Oh no, full strength is way too much. So we're going to take and stamp off and then stamp on there. Do it again. Go the other direction there. And then we're going to use one of the other pieces here. Let's see. I think that's good for right now, but we are going to do some of these little flowers here. So there are some really cute flowers in the set, and we're just going to stamp some, and there are dies to cut them out with. I'm going to stamp them with that pretty and pink. Put these in a row so they'll be easy to cut out. I think I'm going to stamp them off. Oh, those are way too light, so we're going to do full strength. That's okay. And then there is this, I don't know, do I want to do that? No, I don't. Okay. And I'm going to cut these out with the coordinating dies that we have here. So we have 1, 2, 3. Oops. Oh, tiny die on the floor. Let me grab my cut and emboss mini. From its cutting station. And we are going to cut these little cuties out to add to the front of our card on our cake. Okay. So I've got them all lined up. Those cut out perfectly. I feel like I need to stamp one more time and cut another set out. So let me do that real quick. Because this cake might need a little more than what I anticipated. All right, so I'm going to cut out another set of these cute little flowers. I just love this bundle. And I'm so excited to make all kind of fun birthday cards and celebration cards for our December card club. And then that way we can be ready at the beginning of the year for our birthdays. At least 8 of them. We will have 8 cards and lots of ideas to use this fun bundle with. Okay, so we have our cute little pieces here. Okay. I am going to use some mini glue dots, or not mini glue dots, mini dimensionals. And I probably will need some glue dots, but we're going to start with some dimensionals. So I'm going to start over here. We're going to definitely need some bling in these. Oh, you know what I think we need? Some greenery. Some greenery. We're making a fancy cake. So let's take one of these small greenery stamps. Add it to a block that's way too big than I need. All right, so I do plan to put a flower here. So I want to kind of do some stamping around where that would go. And I am going to stamp off to just kind of give a lighter look. So let's do some there. I might need to do full strength actually. We'll do full strength. There. Oh yeah, that looks pretty anyway. And we'll kind of make where we want our flowers to go by creating little clusters of leaves. And that'll help us place our flowers. Let's see, there's one. There's two, and then we'll add this one, little one. With a glue dot. And now we need some tiny little sparkly bling on here. I think that needs a little dimensional supporting it underneath. Okay, so I love these sparkle gems. These are the adhesive back sparkle gems, and I'm just feeling these kind of just regular iridescent sparkles for the center of these flowers. Cute. Okay, now let's see, I might have to do some trimming here. I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to do this, but I think I'm going to adhere this to the side and then pop it up on dimensionals here. Because again, I'm using the sketch layout just as a starting point. Pop this up on dimensionals. It's a fun way to come up with a new card design when you're not sure where to start. And as you can see, it enables you to kind of use whatever product you have. One more, right in the middle. So I'm still going to do this at an angle, like so. All right. And then we have this, which I am going to cut down because I don't want it this big, okay? For my sentiment, we are going to use happy birthday for this. So here's happy. So we only need about 3/4 of an inch of thickness. Happy birthday. Do not need that much. Clean this off. Almost done with our cards, our fun cards for the night. Where is my longer? We'll use this one. We'll use this to place our happy birthday. And I'm going to trim this down to 3/4 of an inch. I think that will work well for our card. Okay. So I trimmed that in half because it was 1.5 inches. Now we could do one of two things. I may even trim it down more. Goodness, we'll see how this looks. No, I think I need it. We could do one of two things. We could heat emboss it with a white sentiment, which I think would be really pretty, or we could just stamp it with the Melon Mambo. I think that's what I'm going to do, is just bring in some more of that Melon Mambo by stamping the sentiment. Could do either way. Happy birthday. That's a pretty font. That would look really pretty heat embossed. Not tonight, but another time you will be heat embossed. Okay, so I'm going to put this just at the bottom, and I'm going to actually let this one be at an angle where the other ones I've all done straight. So this one, I'm going to trim it slightly shorter because, again, I'm just using it as the jumping off point and then just altering as I go. Okay. And I'm headed into my drawer to get some twine for a bow, and I'm going to do a faux bow. So I'm going to stick a glue dot down right there. And then I'm going to just lay my twine in a bow shape. Right there. You might have to adjust it based on where you're going to put stuff. And then my sentiment is going to go right here. I'm trying to decide. I think I will pop it up on dimensionals because I already have some things that layer. So I'm not adding any additional thickness that's going to impact mailing or anything. So we'll add these. Let's see. Here, happy birthday. And then, because I have this white space, I am going to take my Stampin' Write marker. I have a paper towel here I'm just going to use just to make it easy. And I'm going to do some speckling because it's like my favorite technique when I have too much white space. And I could have trimmed it down, but I didn't. So I did that. So I have that. Now I'm going to take this leftover piece that I have from trimming this down. I'm going to put it on the inside. Here, there's something on it. And I'm going to add these other flowers that I have. Just going to add that. Since I trimmed, oops, I hit my phone. Now you're jiggling everywhere. Since I trimmed the card down, it was a little too wide. So now I'm going to take and add some of these flowers. I'm going to try to do them without dimensionals. But I still might add bling to it. See, I might just put this one little one up on a tiny dimensional. It's okay to put dimension on the inside of your cards. I would just keep it to a minimum. And then I'm going to pull my little bling out. And why not? Why not give it more sparkle and make the person feel super special who's getting that? Look at that. So we have some bling on the inside, and then we have that pretty cake there. What do you guys think of that card that came together? Yep, Karen said, why didn't you use your ink technique? Oh my gosh, why didn't I? Because I wasn't thinking about it then. So, but still, I like the speckles and I like kind of how it ties it all in together. So, card 1, card 2, and card 3 tonight. A little more detailed than some nights, so that's why we have 3 cards tonight instead of 4. But I hope you like those. Which one is your favorite? Which one is your favorite? Reindeer, heart, or birthday cake? That is what I want to know. Which one is your favorite? I had fun making these. I mean, I like them all. This one is super fun for last minute Christmas cards. You can totally use up a bunch of your hoarded DSP with this. So I know we all have it. So you cut a card base, like you cut a whole panel for your card front. And then this piece, so you have 2 different pieces. And then, I mean, you can use any colors and any image or shape could go here. A wreath, a snowman, a reindeer, an angel, a star, a Santa, a menorah, anything. You could put anything there. So, super fun way. Okay. Here's just the same little layout using some different products, but I love these new beautiful, look at that pretty paper and those little heart sequins. They're so cute. They're little flat sequins. And this has me so excited about December Card Club because, man, this is a very girly card, I know, but man, look at that pretty cake and look at those gems sparkle. I just think it's so pretty and like feminine and dainty. And then there's just some simple flowers on the inside to coordinate with the front. All right, so let's see here. Oops, see here in the comments about the favorite. So let's see. Nancy says her favorite is the heart. Okay, fun. Carol says her favorite is the cake. Glenda says she likes the birthday cake. She's been on the fence about this bundle. Girl, just get it. Don't be on the fence. So Karen says she loves them all, but she would swap the DSP on the reindeer card. So you would have put the holly out here and the plaid there. You could totally do that. That's what the fun part about card making is we get to put our own spin on it. And that would look great too. So Awesome. Well, if you're watching the replay, still drop a comment to let me know which one is your favorite. And if you want these supplies to make all three of these, you will need this one. You'll get the supplies, but you need to have some kind of cake and birthday. So if you don't have it, you'll want to order that cake celebrations bundle. Cake celebrations, $37.75 in the US. It's really reasonable, and I'm gonna have fun with it. We're gonna make some masculine birthday cards, some feminine birthday cards. Maybe we're gonna make this one. I don't know. Probably not. I like to share this and then come up with different ones. And then even some birthday cards for the kiddos in our lives. And then this new marbled paper, if you don't have it, you need to order that. It's fun. So by the time you do that, you will have received enough to get the kit to make all three of these cards in the mail. And if you, that's with a $40 order. And if your order is $50 or more, I'll also include a surprise package of bling in your kit when you have $50 or more order. So the host code is right here. It's also in the video information. So let me know if I can help you placing those orders. And don't forget to look at email tomorrow because I'm sending out my Black Friday special, and you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be so fun. Thank you guys. Have a great night. Happy Thanksgiving. Merry almost Christmas season. And I will see you guys on the flip side next Tuesday, live again right here at 8 p.m. Thank you guys. Have a great night. Bye.